Hey Krista, yesterday you got to get behind the camera a little bit, and I thought it would be fun for me to do that too, so I made you a little video about, like, a day in my life. So yesterday, I woke up, took a shower, and brushed my teeth. This is the correct amount of toothpaste. I brushed on some shaving cream, then I shaved it off. Then I ate some breakfast while watching YouTube videos.
Well, these aren't just brownies, Dan. This is going to be a brownie graveyard. Yeah, it is.
There's like 10 minutes of footage of me eating pasta and watching an amazing Phil baking video. I got some obligatory adorable children footage. Then I headed outside. That's my house. That used to be a park and is going to be an apartment complex. And on the other side, there's going to be a plant nursery. Turn your phone when you're taking video. My neighborhood has some weird storefronts. I'd left the house early, so I decided I could get some Chinese food downtown. Also, going downtown means I get to watch the sunset over the river, which is just awesome. That's the gate to Chinatown. There's Right to Dream 2, which is older than Occupy by a hot minute. And there is a vegetarian house. Nom nom nom. I picked up Chinese food and ran to grab the Max. Then I did what I do on the Max.
Yeah, Game of Thrones, yeah, Game of Thrones, fucking Game of Thrones, fucking Game of Thrones, fucking Game of Thrones.
Definitely a big nerd. I got off at 188th, which is the stop before mine, because I forgot to obtain something caffeinated. Look how shiny. Sevy's is called 7-Eleven in Portland. I don't know why, but I blame Plaid Pantry. So many options, and not one of them a good decision. So I grabbed the ones that I think would give me cancer and diabetes the slowest, and then I had to wait for a Max, and you know what that means.
Game of Thrones, yeah.
I got off at the next Max stop, which is not nearly so grand. Then I had to start walking to work. Remember to look both ways before you cross the street. This is by far the creepiest portion of my journey. I have to walk along this little road, then past the horticulture shop, and then into a creepy unlit area. But sometimes there are bunnies, and then back out onto the street, up, and here I am at work. I would really like to show you what it's like inside my work and all the people I take care of, but I can't. And I can't because of HIPAA. HIPAA is the Health Insurance Portability and Accountability Act of 1996. And it does a lot of really good things, and one of the many really good things it does is protect our privacy. So I'm sure you know I work in a nursing home, and as such, if I were to introduce any of my residents to you, it would reveal intimate details about their care. Just the fact that they have to be in a nursing home says something about them medically. It could be embarrassing for them, or it could be just fine, but either way, it says something about their care, and that is why it requires legal protection. So HIPAA does not permit me to reveal any kind of information about my residents' medical care. It does permit healthcare agencies to release two types of information about their patients. One is information necessary for their medical care, which they do not have to obtain written consent for, and two is any other information at all. And for that, they require express written consent. So I take care of some really amazing people, and I am daily impressed by their wisdom and their kindness and their humor, and they're really great, and I would love to be able to introduce you to them, and I'm sure they would love to introduce themselves, but they can't, and I'm pleased that they can't also. I am very pleased that we live in a society that protects health information. So I also got some footage of my walk home, but then I was accosted by a homeless man who thought I was filming him for the government. So I didn't include that footage because he got really upset at me. But then I flashed my little nursing home logo. I work at a nursing home. I'm just a video blogger. And then he looked at me with what I can only describe as pity. So that's my story. And I will see you tomorrow.